Hello, thank you, and welcome to Plan9Crunch. I'm Doug Gibson, and we are doing another in a series of Plan9Crunch reads from genre literature. And today, we're going to read from Roald Dahl. Now, you think Roald Dahl, he wrote kids' books, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach, and he wrote those wicked, savage things that Oompa Loompas said in the books. In fact, if you want real difference in Roald Dahl, watch the movies of Chocolate Factory and read his books. And the same with James and the Giant Peach. He was pretty, how do you put it, biting in his children's books. Well, I didn't know this until recently, but Roald Dahl also wrote not adult, but fiction for adults, okay? And he wrote also for Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And so he fits within the horror genre. And this wonderful book is called Tales of the Unexpected by Roald Dahl, and I really recommend you get it. I'm reading from a story today that is called Skin, and it involves a man in post-World War II. I believe he's in the Paris area, and he's become a bum. He's just walking around waiting to die. But he discovers or rediscovers that he has a priceless painting on his back. Now, to learn all that backstory, you'll have to read the entire story. But I'm going to read a page from this story, Skin by Roald Dahl. The year 1946. Winter was a long time going. Although it was April, a freezing wind blew through the streets of the city, and overhead the snow clouds moved across the sky. The old man who was called Gioli shuffled painfully along the sidewalk of the Rue de Rivoli. He was cold and miserable, huddled up like a hedgehog in a filthy black coat, only his eyes and the top of his head visible above the turned-up collar. The door of a cafe opened, and the faint whiff of roasting chicken brought a pain of yearning to the top of his stomach. He moved on, glancing without any interest at the things in the shop windows: perfume, silk ties and shirts, diamonds, porcelain, antique furniture, finely bound books, then a picture gallery. He'd always liked picture galleries. This one had a single canvas on display in the window. He stopped to look at it. He turned to go on. He checked, looked back, and now suddenly there came to him a slight uneasiness, a movement of the memory, a distant recollection of something somewhere he had seen before. He looked again. It was a landscape, a clump of trees leaning madly over to one side as if blown by a tremendous wind, the sky swirling and twisting all around. Attached to the frame there was a little plaque, and on this it said, Chimes Soutine, 1894-1943. If I'm butchering that name, I apologize. Now back to the book. Gioli stared at the picture, wondering vaguely what there was about it that seemed familiar. Crazy painting, he thought. Very strange and crazy, but I like it. Chimes Soutine. By God! He cried suddenly. My little Kalmuck! That's who it is. My little Kalmuck with a picture in the finest shop in Paris. Just imagine that. So I hope this whets your appetite to read Skin. It's a really good tale. And remember, people, at Plan9Crunch here, we're reminding you that Roald Dahl wrote more than just children's books. He had a long, long career as a writer. I want to thank you for your time and mention that once again, Plan9Crunch is on Facebook. Give us a like and follow. We're on YouTube. Subscribe. We're on TikTok as well. And our blog is at plan9crunch.com. And anyways, we hope to be here for a long time, reading things you'll enjoy, and also providing other video podcasts and information. And that's a wrap. Thank you.